Hey, Robbie here, and you're tuning into the BlogStorm AI Podcast. And with me today, I've got quite the thinker, Peter. How's it going, Peter?
Oh, it's going pretty well, Robbie. Excited for today's deep dive. We've got something spicy on the menu, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely. More than spicy, it's explosive. We're talking about a major tech leak, Peter.
Ah, yes. You're referring to Google's little oopsie, right? The content warehouse API documentation that magically found its way to the public eye?
Right on the money. Accidents happen, but this one is like accidentally setting off fireworks indoors. Let's crack into it. What's your first take on this situation?
Well, Robbie, it's a mixed bag of wow and humph, I knew it. Seeing Google's under-the-hood info spilling over, it's a treasure trove for anyone in the tech and SEO space.
Speaking of SEO, the documentation revealed a lot about Google's stance on ranking factors, didn't it? Stuff they've been pretty tight-lipped about.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Google always had this reputation of being as opaque as possible about their ranking algorithms, and now we see mentions of 14K ranking features. That's mind-blowing.
And speaking of mind-blowing, the whole domain authority debate, this leak laid it all out in the open. Goodbye, Google's denials of using any sort of domain authority in their algorithms.
Haha, right? The irony there is just delicious. All these years, Google's been like, no, we don't use domain authority. And then, bam, site authority right there in the documentation.
Exactly. And don't even get me started on the clicks debate. This documentation just turned the SEO world upside down, didn't it?
Oh, completely. It's vindication for many in the SEO community. Systems like NavBoost using click-driven measures. It's a huge revelation that clicks, and by extension user engagement, could indeed influence rankings.
It almost feels like those public denials were, in some ways, misleading the community, though I guess from Google's perspective, it was all about protecting the integrity of their results.
A delicate balance, Robbie. Misdirection to protect against spam is understandable, but it ends up creating this fog around the true mechanisms of search. And for folks in the SEO space, clarity is gold. This leak, it's like striking oil.
Striking oil indeed. But amidst all this, what advice do we take from all this madness?
As cliche as it sounds, sticking to the basics has never been more critical. Make great content, ensure a solid user experience, and now perhaps focus a little more on those SEO experiments. You never know what hidden ranking factors you might uncover.
Well said, Peter. It's as exciting as it is daunting, unraveling these mysteries one leak at a time. Any last thoughts?
Only that? This is just beginning. There's so much more to dig into, analyze, and understand. And for that, well, you'll just have to keep tuning in, won't you?
You heard the man. Stay curious, stay tuned, and let's keep demystifying the tech giants together. Thanks for joining us on the BlogStorm AI Podcast, and a big thank you to Peter for the insights. Until next time, folks.
Pleasure was all mine, Robbie. Catch y'all in the next storm. Cheers.